What's going on, Bellflower? Gwen, the recovering witch here, also known as Jen. Welcome back to Witchin' Out Wednesdays. And how you doing? I want to check on you, see how you're doing, because I know for me personally, last week we started out this Rise and Thrive tribe, and I think I'm the only one in the tribe right now. But that's okay. I had a good learning experience, y'all. I did. Um, the whole point of it was to kind of like start the new year off. We really learned a lot about ourselves within this past year, and we really wanted to set ourselves up for success. I think most of us really do. And that's okay if I'm in it alone. That's all right. But I did want to kind of give y'all an update about it. I had been doing the recordings last week. I still need to do some this week, so I can compile it to the very end once this is done. And then, but yeah, I do have to tell you guys, middle of last week, I had mentioned in the first Witchin' Out Wednesday video, I had been diagnosed with anxiety and depression a while back, and I had a little panic attack last week, and my husband and I were talking, and there's some steps that I need to take. I'm gonna have some good days and bad days, and what I was looking at was I'm still putting the pressure of being so hard on myself. So, like, if I set myself up for success, there's like I'm gonna go full throttle or like not at all. There's not like a little happy medium. But the thing is, I did learn from that, and I just need to give myself some grace. I keep talking to y'all about grace, and because I want you to have grace for yourselves on when things don't work out, and I really need to practice what I preach. And it's just coming out and being open and honest with you guys about how things were going. And I'm feeling much better. Did some of the short little mini videos. There have been some stuff going around in the house, and little projects that I'm working on, and what I really need to focus on is that if I can't do it, it's okay. And really just being mindful and really know what it is that I can't handle. If I can't handle everything, asking for help, or declining invitations or saying no. Just doing with what I can and not beat myself up because I didn't get to something that day. So I did want to let you guys know that, but everything else has been good. The waking up at 4, um, morning ritual with spending time with Morgan, trying to implement some sort of balance of meditation along with that too. Like, I've been doing it at night, but I need to do it also when I get up in the morning. I noticed that when I kind of made some changes today on what I needed to do, it worked out really well. So, again, it's a good test run of seeing things that work out and what don't work out, and questioning why you wanted to try that out in the first place. It's still the beginning of the year, and I can always get on certain things to do and trying to see how I can add it into my schedule once I've kind of got a good footing. I don't have to add everything all at one time. Since I'm working on trying to get the house in order also, I did want to show you guys my altars. If there's anybody that's new or interested on getting some ideas of maybe minimalizing certain things, or maybe even altars you hadn't even thought about. I think at this point, maybe there's enough research, or we have researched that your altars don't have to be so big. They can be small. There might be some witches that might still need to put their altar tools away, depending who they live with. I wanted to give you some ideas of what you can do for an altar space, since I'm getting ready for Imbolc next couple weeks. So wanted to do a little fresher up and wanted to show you guys what I have so far. Let's check it out.
All right, y'all. So this is the altar that you typically see when I'm posting my videos. This has been a work in progress within the last year. It is in our bedroom. I initially had the table, or like a little desk, little area. It's just like one of those foldable tables, and I have an altar cloth on it. and I dedicated this to the Morrigan. Now, you don't have to have something this big, and you definitely don't have to have it for a specific deity. This is just what I resonate with. And I have a lot of offerings for her. I didn't want to touch on this particular statue. I think I read a couple articles about just the way that she's standing with the sword at her feet, and then she has the crow at the top here. Um, that it's like she's kind of like giving up, but I didn't really see that. I really resonated with the fact of it almost seems like there's that duality of a masculine and a feminine, and the with the crow, it's like the as above and so below for the sword. So I really liked this statue, and that was like one of the first ones I resonated with it when I started researching her more. And so I got this one this past November. Um, and everything else is really just more of like offerings for her. I have a black candle that's burning for her. And then the tea lights with the ring, I initially got when I first started, and I have that specifically for her when I do prayers in the morning and when I do dedication at nighttime. And so below you see I have some crystals. That is my little animal totem when I'm working with maca. And that's what I had resonated with one weekend, and I found it. And then also this I'm going to do another video on, but this is what one of my sisters, she's a high priestess of the Morgan also. She makes altar tools, and she got channeled by the Great Queen and said that this was for me. And so that is the Morrigan in a more discreet form if I want to take her anywhere. So I just basically bring her offerings just to connect with her and build that relationship with her. Um, and yeah, and as you can see, I have a lot of skulls and crows. It just y'all know me, I like skulls. And then I also have the candles over there too also. And again, I have like this little offering bowl, and then I also had a shot glass. I was drinking some cider, non alcoholic, and then I spiked it for her. So you can do that, but do what you're comfortable with. Because again, I am in recovery, but I spiked it with vodka, and vodka was not really like my go-to drink. So I felt okay to like give that to her just to connect with her. And alcohol is also known as spirits, so there you have it. And then I also have this offering bowl that I got this past weekend. It has some horses on it, and that really had a lot of maca energy. So I think when I start freshening up the altars, I'm going to do specific dedications to the different facets of the Morrigan. And everything else on here, I mean, it's really just to connect with her and something that reminded me of her. And then I have some of my divination tools in the back as well. Okay, y'all. So this is really more of the Christian witch. This is what I started out as, and I couldn't bring myself to um, either do away with or get rid of the candles. I do have Metatron because I have like an attachment or association with Metatron, however you want to call it. But this is a very small altar I have on my dresser in our bedroom. And I actually put, if I do have any workings that are more of like the love and light sense, I do have it on this altar. And I still work with some of the angels and saints for petition. I also had um, uh, kind of like a petition working left over from 1111, which it's been way gone now, but it was very small and just burning a petition with the world card underneath. And yeah, so I have Metatron, and then I also have the Virgin Mary candle, which to me, the way that I grew up with that the Virgin Mary um, was in representation from the Brazilian culture. From my mom was her being Yamanja or Yamaya or Yamoya, how you identify with that goddess. So Another altar that I'm really not sure what to do with, but this is another Morrigan statue with another non-specific deity in the back. Um, I that was the first statue I actually got of the Morrigan where I heard her when I shared my story that she's like, "Do not walk away from me." So I have her by the nightstand right now, and I do want to kind of really fresh it up because right now it's a really big mess. But I do put offerings there for her, and I burn a candle on this side. But I kind of feel like with the different sisters or the facets of the Morrigan, this one's particularly different. So I know at some point while I'm cleaning and reorganizing with my altars, I'm going to dedicate it as far as one of the specific sisters. And yeah, but for now, she's just on my next to me on my bedside. So, she's watching after me in a sense of when I go to sleep and when I wake up, and then just the very leisure stroll to my altar. And then I was pointing to the back that I got a scrying crystal ball from a friend not too long ago, so I have it back there. But the whole point is it has a charged energy to it with all the items that are on it.
All right. And then I don't know if there's some of y'all out there, but this is still like a work in progress. I'm going to shift this around. This is my ancestors' altar. There's very little pictures here. This is my dad, my second dad, and then also my grandmother. And I had some candles here for them. And then I moved some of the crystals around when we were moving the decorations out for Yule. So that needs some updating. And but yeah, if you haven't thought about it and you want to make something that seems less conspicuous, and it's standing on a kind of like a little shelf when you first enter the home. They protect us heavily in our house. So, you can always put like a cup of coffee in the morning or something and give dedication for them on things that they liked. But again, I'm in the process of cleaning, so don't judge me. All right, and so this actually stayed up. This was Halloween decorations that I actually wanted to keep on here, and it's on like a little plate charger. And I have my little Bridget cross that I made last year. Um, I think I'm gonna update that, and I think I'm gonna specifically put a little Bridget altar on this charger plate and show you guys when I'm done. So that's going to be the update for the next video, um, and let y'all know what I did with my altars. Well, anyways, guys, thanks so much for checking out my altars in my home. Remember, you don't have to follow a specific order. Use things that you know that you're going to use. If you do work with a specific deity, god, goddess, whatever resonates for them to connect with them, you can do. Make it your own style. There's no right or wrong. I forgot to mention that I do have a little chalice for the Morrigan. It's just in the wash right now. But I'm showing you these things, one, because I don't have any workings on there right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't show you. But I don't really have anything that's going on right now on there. So just wanted to share it with you guys. You can put little corners in your space if you're able to. If you're able to have a full on table, awesome. Once this is all done, I'm going to share it with you guys hopefully next week. Yeah, but if you don't have the space or if you're not comfortable leaving those things out, remember, I've seen people put their altars in a shoebox, have it under the bed. It still makes it magical and powerful. It's something that has meaning to you. You can draw sigils on it. You can even get those little tins with like the Altoids as well, and have it as a travel altar with you, and just keep refilling it with the things that you do use. So this has been stuff that I have acquired over time, these things, and they do have a lot of meaning and sense to me. Again, this might change over time. But yeah, I can't wait to share with you guys with a video after I get everything freshed up for Imbolc next week, before we hit Imbolc, and show you guys what I have. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment below. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you later. Bye.